sessions. We're having this issue. This is the 5th video I've had to do regarding these massage sessions where the community care here in Minneapolis just can't seem to get their crap together, so the veterans have to assist them in doing their jobs because they just can't seem to figure out how to do their jobs. Somebody needs to get better training or something, or maybe different nurses that aren't corrupt, that cancel people's... is that what you're telling me? So you're telling me, so I had these massage sessions scheduled, and then this nurse, what's the nurse's name? That canceled my sessions. I don't know who this nurse is, so why does she think that she has a right to cancel my care? This is what's going on at the VA. We can't get any care. Okay? We can't get any, I don't feel safe going there anymore. Okay? You guys are ridiculous. This has gone on for months, since February. I've been trying to schedule this, and the patient advocate is worthless there at the VA. Those people, they're worthless. I had 12 sessions, and then they sent me to this one place, and I was going to go to this one place, and then when I went to go schedule it, they said, oh, well, we're booked like several months out. And so I said, well, that's not going to work. If you're 6 months out, why did you even bother putting me in with this place? Then I contacted... Then they sent me to Brian. I said, could I get it transferred to Brian instead, who I've seen before at the wellness center? And then they said then they transferred there, and I got something in the mail saying this massage sessions were transferred there. Okay, and then when I went to go schedule, these 12 sessions that I still have yet to use. Brian said, okay, I'll get it scheduled. And then he said he couldn't find me in the portal. So what exactly happened? What is the problem that you're having? So you can't figure out how to do your jobs. What is the problem with you? What exactly can you not figure out?
If you don't let me speak,
I need you to be really clear on why you keep denying me my care. I want names, and I want exact information of why you keep denying me my care. What is going on here? Why can't you figure out how to do your job?
Are you going to let me speak?
Yes, I'm listening.
Okay, the reason it was canceled was because Brian Calderon said in our system, we are rejecting this referral, as in stating in our previous certification. He is the one, Brian Calderon. He just must have forgotten to tell you that. We've had multiple problems with
all I have to do is tell him. He did not tell me that. He said he can't find me in the portal. He went to go schedule it, but then he couldn't find me in the portal. I have the text conversations in my phone. Okay? I got the thing on the first, and saying to schedule with him, and then I said, hello, Brian, I'm trying to text you. August 1st, I got these things saying, this is my phone right here with this guy, massage therapist. It says I'm approved for 12 more sessions. I got this in the mail from the VA. You get these letters. And then I go to schedule him, and I said, yeah, but it's already the August 11th, and it expires. I got it on August 1st, and it's going to expire if we don't get something scheduled. Okay, no, it changes after your first appointment. I will call you and schedule something soon. Okay, thanks. Then I get a text message a week ago saying, after reviewing, I don't see you in my portal. Not sure if they assigned you to someone else. Okay? Brian didn't cancel anything, okay? I caught you in a lie. What are you doing there? Why do you work there if you can't figure out your job? I caught you in a red-handed lie. Brian did not cancel me. I have the text message right here. I want it transferred to a different place, and I'm done playing games with you at this place. Community care.
Would you like me to get Brian on the line?
Yes, I want this handled now. This has been going on since February. I was referred by the physical therapies for massage therapy because of the injury. And now you're completely denying me care because you can't figure out how to do your jobs. We're tired of it. We're tired of you at the VA there. You're giving us horrible care. This is not okay. Yes, let's get Brian on the phone. Figure out how to do your job. This is ridiculous. These people do not know how to do their job at the community care. They need to be fired. I'm sick of this shit. Okay, let's try to get him on the phone.
Hold on, please.
I'm not playing any games with you. What is your name?
Virginia.
Virginia? I caught you in a red-handed lie.
Excuse me?
I caught you in a lie. I told you I have the text messages right here from Brian.
That doesn't make me a liar. That means I'm reading off my screen. I don't know what...
Well then, what's the name of the nurse that's telling you this wrong information?
She is the only one who flipped the switch.
We got corrupt nurses that need to be handled correctly in the community care that are denying veterans care. What is her name? So I can make sure she gets fired. Okay? What is her name?
Let me try to get a hold of Brian.
What is her name?
I'm not sure I'm going to tell you.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Okay, now they're withholding the name of the nurse because she knows that I'll get her ass fired. Okay, Virginia, what is the name of the nurse that denied my care? Because she is the one who is ruining my whole day, and she illegally denied my care and screwed this whole thing up that I've been waiting for months for. What is her name?
She did not deny your care.
Who did?
Calderon did.
He didn't deny the care. I have the text messages right here. He didn't do anything. Somebody did. The nurse did. He said, I can't find you in the portal. I'm not sure if they assigned you to someone else. She took him out. She took my care out of his portal so he couldn't even schedule me. What is her name? What is the nurse? That we got a corrupt nurse that needs to be dealt with. What is her name?
Let me try to get Brian on the line.
She's refusing to give me her name because she knows that I will get her fired. What is her name? It is not Brian. It is her. She's refusing. See how corrupt this place is? This is our VA.
Sorry. I'm having a hard time with the conference call. I'm sorry.
This is our VA. This is the kind of care we have to put up with. They can't get one thing scheduled correctly. They got the nurses that are actually CIA that are in there corrupting people's appointments. Okay, and I'm going to find out who she is.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to cancel this call.
I'm waiting to talk to Brian, ma'am. I called. I've been on the phone for 5 minutes to try to get my stuff just transferred to a different vendor. Do you know what a vendor is? And I already called the vendor, contacted the veterans, and they said all you have to do is fax the sessions to them, and they will take the appointment from here. The sessions have already been approved. All you got to do is fax the sessions to her, and she will approve them and get me in. These 12 sessions have been approved for months. These 12 sessions have been approved for months. They just need to be transferred. I'm not dealing with you anymore. And get this nurse out of my care. Okay? I want this nurse taken out of my care. Why is a nurse intercepting my care?
I'm hanging up.
Okay, it's the man can. Oh, this is ridiculous. This isn't what I have to go through just to get. This is what we have to go through to get any kind of a care at the VA because it's so corrupt at the St. Paul, Minneapolis. They have nurses. They got a nurse that's in there that just canceled all of my sessions. So we got to. I've talked about this before. I know that some of the nurses there are not real nurses. We have a nursing crisis going on here where we got some of them that are not even real nurses that are actually CIA. And we know this now. This is not me making this up. They're getting fake diplomas, and you can buy them and you can get them. You can get them from different places, and they are not real nurses, and they work at the VA. And one of them is in there messing up my care. So be careful with the community care at the VA. Okay, and that the ladies in the patient advocate area are no good. They're massively corrupt. That whole area. The physical therapy area is horrible. The community care and these nurses. What does a nurse have to do anything with community care? Why did a nurse cancel my care? Why does she have any authority to begin with when I'm not a patient of hers. Okay? I'm not a patient of, I don't have a nurse. I don't have a primary doctor right now at the VA. So certainly a nurse that I've never seen has no right to have any access to my care or any authority of my care at all. Okay, this is such a HIPAA violation. I've never met this nurse. Why is she in my patient records denying me my care? This is a HIPAA violation, and this is a disgrace to the VA. They cannot figure out how to help the veterans. So I don't really see why they get paid. Okay, if you can't do your job, just cut off their pay. Okay, just start cutting off their pay. Just get them out of there. If they're not doing anything, just cut off their pay. Okay, I'm not dealing with these people anymore. If we got fake nurses in there, then find them and get rid of them. Okay, had enough of this. I have been through living hell for years with starting as a whistleblower. It didn't stop with my military service. Okay, first I was illegally pushed out just for reporting a very serious crime where there was 2.7 million embezzled through a military base, and the people went to jail and everything. But I was illegally kicked out of the military for reporting that. What happened to the Whistleblower Protection Act? Okay, then I had nobody helping me there at the military. And through the entire chain of command and everything, and all the way up to the guard bureau, not a single person helped me, and they illegally kicked me out of the military. I still have a pending lawsuit that they won't let me go to court. Okay, in Phoenix they won't let me have a court date. Then it didn't stop there. Then I can't get care at the VA as well. Okay, hasn't this gone a little too far? And it's gone on 13 years. And then I get pulled over 50 times since 2013. The police are involved in targeting me because they're involved in the money laundering, apparently. I didn't know that at the time. But, yeah, this has gone on and on and on, and it has to stop, okay? I'm a veteran, and I'm an honorable veteran, and you are denying me every constitutional right that I am supposed to have. That were right there. That was a HIPAA violation. I have some nurse that I've never met that canceled my massage sessions. Okay, I'm not making this stuff up. We have some nurses there that are not real nurses. There's a whole scandal. I've talked about this on my channel. There's a whole scandal going on where they're finding that these nurses are not real nurses. They're working in hospitals. It started even before COVID. There's nurses that are working certain places that are not real nurses. They don't have real diplomas. Okay, and some of them are working at the VA, and they are messing with my care. And we need to find them and get them out of there. Okay, they have no business working at the VA, especially if you are doing nothing but messing with our care instead of helping our care. And then, did you see how she refused to give me her name? Because she is fully aware. These people are not helping veterans, and they need to be removed from their positions. Okay. I mean, this has gone on and on and on. It just never stops. They just won't stop harassing me. There has to be whistleblower protections, and there has to be protections for veterans at the VA, and we have to make sure we have real nurses that are working at the VA that are helping veterans instead of impeding their care. Okay, I mean, everything is such a mess in our government. Everything, and what happened to the Whistleblower Protection Act that's supposed to be in the Army regulations? It says right in the Army regulations that I was supposed to be protected as a whistleblower. That you're supposed to have full protection as a whistleblower if you report a crime in the Army. Oh, did I have any not only did I not have any protection, I haven't had hardly any since. And it's transferred to my personal life. It just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. I mean, this is so beyond okay. I don't, no military or veteran should have to live through what I live through every day. And it all started with me just trying to do the right thing. What was I supposed to do? Not report the money missing? I was an admin NCO. Me and the other females that worked near the finance office, we could have been held liable for not saying something. Especially because the one girl saw the colonel making the illegal withdrawals. So we were damned if we did, damned if we didn't. And now here I'm still in this position where I'm being targeted for just being put in a bad situation all of these years. When is this going to end? These people have to be held accountable. We have to get our government cleaned up, our VA cleaned up. Okay, okay, and we need to get this human trafficking cleaned up. Okay, and every civilization, like I was just watching something the other day about how they were researching the old Mayan cultures and old Mayan areas in Mexico, and they were finding, like in the wells, where they were involved in sacrifice, and they found bones down in there and everything, and nobody knows what happened to the Mayans or the Aztecs. Like they pretty much just disappeared. Okay, it's pretty obvious to me that God just wiped them out. It's been like a pattern of different civilizations, that any civilization that is involved in child sacrifice gets wiped out. If we want to be wiped out by God, then we won't do anything with this child sacrifice, this human trafficking and child sacrifice. I mean, it's like we're just asking for it if we don't take action. And the church can't look the other way and pretend it's not happening. We have to acknowledge it and do something about it as a church and as a body of Christ. Otherwise, we're doomed as a society. Because this that is God's creation. You don't sacrifice children or animals. Those are God's